Chelsea 5, Ajax 1. And let's be honest, that was a pretty easy game for Chelsea. We've absolutely demolished Ajax today. So I'm going to try and keep this quick. Ajax, in my opinion, were their own worst enemy with the penalties that they gave away, the red card that they got very early on, made it a very steep challenge for them. They was going to struggle anyway. I thought we put out quite a strong side today. Ajax making some admissions like their goalkeeper and adding in a 41-year-old, not quite sure where they've done that, but pretty easy for us. I mean, we dominated from minute one. Ajax had the first opportunity of the game, didn't really do anything with it. And the only other opportunity they had in that game was the penalty decision that went their way. It was a penalty and it was tossing with a little bit of rustiness. Obviously, he hasn't been playing recently, so a bit of rustiness, stood on the player's foot, it's a penalty, and they score to make it 2-1. Obviously, we've taken the lead ourselves with a goal from Mark Guiu. Lovely free kick that came in, headed across by Fofana, and then tapped in. That comes straight after the red card. So an early red card about 16 minutes in, and then followed up by a goal straight away. And from that point on, you're looking at Ajax thinking uphill struggle. But we get a second goal with Caicedo. Ball played from Gittins to the edge of the box, heavily deflected away from the goalkeeper. It was going to be on target, but the goalkeeper probably is saving that. That's 2-0. And then surprisingly, they go down the other end and win that penalty, which, infuriating that we couldn't keep the clean sheet. That's annoying, I'm not going to lie. But, at the end of the day, it is what it is. After that, it was just a penalty for Enzo Fernandez. Weghorst going down the other end and absolutely wiping him out. That's 3-1. And then Esteval, just before half-time, skipping about in the box, gets taken down, penalty. And Enzo Fernandez, fair play to you, showed some captaincy, gave the ball to Esteval, who steps up, buries it. Brilliant pen, side netting. You're not saving them. You're just not saving them. That's 4-1. We come out to the second half. We've made a few changes. Mark Guiu come off for Tyreek George. Santos come on for Enzo Fernandez. And Chalobah come on for Tosin. Tosin obviously on a yellow card. We don't want to have another yellow card and obviously get a red card, because how many red cards are we going to keep having in these games? So Tosin comes off, Chalobah comes on. And then it's not long after the break, Tyreek George follows up a ball that went through to Andre Santos, who just couldn't get his foot on it, lays off to Tyreek George. He takes a shot, and again, another deflection that takes it away from the goalkeeper, and it's 5-1. After that, the game went a little bit. We still had opportunities, I'm not going to lie. There was a great cross from Tyreek George at one point to Esteval, put it wide. There was a great cross from Gittins, who crossed it in, and Esteval just put it wide. Esteval going up top and swapping with George, who went out on the right-hand side. We did have opportunities after that, but it was 5-1. The game was done. You're just wanting the game to end now and take the 3 points. But yeah, after that, Ajax didn't really get the ball from the edge of their from the edge of their box. Didn't really do anything after that. They couldn't. Obviously down to 10 men, and we were applying pressure and pressure and pressure. We were just probing and probing and probing, which allowed us to make some substitution and rest some players. Obviously, Caicedo coming off as well, Reggie Walsh coming on. I think it was Reggie Walsh that come on for Caicedo. Let me just double check quickly. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Was that the substitution? It was Achimpong that come on for Caicedo, apologies. And then it was Reggie Walsh that come on for Lavia. So we managed to rest them 2 players. So you look at it, managed to rest Enzo Fernandez as well. So that's good going into the weekend against Sunderland. So very happy with them substitutions. Very happy that we got to rest them players. I wasn't happy with seeing Wesley Fofana pull up towards the end though, limping around. Now, I don't know whether that's just cramp. I'm hoping it's just cramp. Obviously, he hasn't been playing regularly, so maybe he's just getting a little bit of a tweak in his calf or whatever it is, and he just needs to stretch it out. But if he gets injured again, I'm swear to God, I'm going to be so annoyed. But it is what it is. I actually thought Wesley Fofana is probably up there as one of our man of the matches today. I think you've got to lean towards Esteval for the impact that he had on the game and how much trouble that he caused. Obviously, he scores the penalty, very good penalty. So I think in terms of entertainment value as well, I think naturally Sky Sports or TNT, whoever has been giving out the man of the match award today, will probably lean towards Esteval. But I was watching Fofana today, and I thought he put in a very mature performance out of that bunch of players. And at the end of the day, it's our young stars that have just absolutely battered Ajax today, and couldn't be happier as another 3 points on the board. And you look at who's above us in the Champions League at the moment, there's quite a fair few strong teams in there. I'll get that up now. You got above us currently, PSG obviously sitting top of the table, Bayern Munich below that, Inter Milan in third, Arsenal in fourth, obviously Real Madrid also in there on fifth. All of them are on 9 points. They've won 3 out of 3. Arsenal haven't conceded a goal. Inter Milan haven't conceded a goal. You've got Dortmund up there, Man City, Newcastle, Barcelona, Liverpool, and then you've got us. Now we've got Carrier Bag next. Obviously, hoping that's an away game. We have to get them 3 points on the board and get some, 9 points under us, because a couple of these teams are playing each other now. I think Bayern Munich are playing Real Madrid, I believe. Let me get the fixtures up. I know Liverpool. No, it's Liverpool, Real Madrid, and it's PSG versus Bayern. So some of them teams are going to drop some points. So it'll be good to win against Carrier Bag and obviously go up the table. I don't think it matters in a table where you finish. I think it's first to eighth is the first seeding, I believe. So as long as you finish within that, you should be okay. So, but anyway, if we just quickly go on the lineup that we had today, Jorgensen in goal, Caicedo at right back today. Now, before the game, I was thinking, well, why can't we rest Caicedo today and play Gusto? Now, Gusto's probably been in trouble for the red card that he got at the weekend, so he's probably being punished. But I still did think, well, maybe we could rest Caicedo and let him play, because he's not going to play at the weekend anyway. But it is what it is at the end of the day. We need to field a strong team because we need to get the 3 points on the board if we want to progress to the next round. So don't mind that. Happy with that. Fofana, Tosin at centre back, Hato at left back, who I thought had a good game. Lavia and Enzo Fernandez. This is showing Enzo Fernandez got man of the match, which is fair enough. Gittins on the left, Esteval in the middle. No, sorry. Gittins on the left, Bonanotte in the middle, and Esteval on the right, and then Mark Gehu up top. Now, Jorgensen, for me, I thought he could have done better for the penalty. He's got to save that, really. He's got to save that. That's down the middle. He's gone the right way. He's gone tucked underneath him. He should really be saving that. Hato, I thought he started a little bit wobbly, and then he come into his own, and I thought he put in a very solid shift after that. Tosin, rusty, let's be honest. Fofana, I thought he was very solid today. I thought he put in a good performance. And like I said, I thought he was one of our better players. Caicedo, usual performance that you get out of him, solid, gets a goal as well. Enzo Fernandez now, obviously, Enzo's been rated with a 9.8 today. So maybe that's gone under the radar for me. Maybe I'm not giving him his credit. Maybe it should be him. I mean, I was too focused on maybe watching Fofana and Esteval. Maybe that's gone under the radar. I need to look into his stats. But he's got a 9.8 rating. That's decent from Fernandez to bet. And obviously, he gets a goal from the penalty. Lavia, I thought he put in a solid shift today. He got some good minutes and then obviously managed to get rested. Well done, Enzo Maresca, and all of that management. Gittins, I thought he done well today, Gittins. I thought he actually done really well. I thought he was very direct. He took his player on quite a lot. Some good crosses into the box. Just wanted him to score, man. I need him to get a goal for his confidence. He obviously gets the assist today. Fair play. But yeah, I thought he done well today. Esteval is very exciting to watch. Every time this kid's on the ball, you can see the crowd are getting excited. He tried an overhead kick at one point, and it was close. Obviously, it was wide, but it was close. The kid's just magic, and he's weaving in and out, and he's, we've seen this before with Eden Hazard, with a little bit of magic in the play. It excites the fans, and it gets you off your seat, and he's always constantly taking shots. He's not afraid to put himself on the line. He's winning penalties. He's buried his penalty. Absolutely buried his penalty. If you want to see a good penalty, go watch his penalty. Brilliant penalty. This kid's got such a bright future at Chelsea. We just need to, I think we're doing the right thing, managing his minutes and giving him, slowly integrating into the team, because I think this kid's going to be a star. And eventually I think he's just going to lock down that right-hand side, I'll be honest with you. Very, very, like, entertaining player who's got bags of skill. I mean, his corners are ridiculous as well. Ridiculous corners. Now, Bonanate. I don't want to be negative because we've just walked away 5-1 winners and he got 90 minutes. But Bonanate, I'm starting to look at him and think, what is he actually adding to this team? In the 10 role, against 10 men, against a weaker opposition, who, let's be honest, Ajax back in the day, you'd know all of their players. I don't know one of their players other than Weghorst and Miyoko, who we were supposed to sign. But they were pretty poor today. And obviously 10 men down, you're starting to think, well, what is Buonanotte really adding to this side? And I struggle to tell you. So that part of me is starting to think, well, is he good enough for this side? Because he just seems to be floating around in the 10 position, but not really adding anything, not really creating, not taking any shots. He's passing backwards a lot. He's very tidy on the ball, don't get me wrong. A lot of the players miss him and miss him out. Maybe he's not getting on the ball enough. Maybe the players don't trust him. I don't know. But I'm starting to look at Buonanotte now and think, starting to question whether that is a player that, obviously he's only on loan, so it's not a massive problem. But I'm looking at him thinking he's not really adding to this side. He didn't have a terrible game. Don't get me wrong. It's not a criticism. It is a criticism. But I'm not sitting here saying, oh, he was shit or he had a terrible game. He did okay. Do you know what I'm saying? He did okay. But in terms of standing out in a game like this, in the 10 position, you want your 10 to be standing out and doing bits. And I just don't think he's really contributing in that way. I don't really see it. Mark Gehu, can't say his name. Really can't say his name. Good performance. He was all right. Obviously, he got his goal. Makes good runs. His hold-up play was a little bit off today. But that'll be good for his confidence. And obviously, he gets to come off at half-time rested. So hopefully, that's an indicator that he's going to be playing against Sunderland. I'd love it if he plays at the weekend, because we need him, I think, in that focal point up top. And obviously, João Pedro got a rest today as well, so that'd be good to see him coming into that 10 position, just behind Marquis here at the weekend. We face Sunderland, so I won't be doing a live stream for that, so you won't catch me on that. But overall, 5-1 thrashing against Ajax. What more can you ask for? Good performance from them young stars, and the players that come on as well. Reggie Walsh got to come on. He's a very tidy player. Good ball across the pitch to Esteval at one point. A great touch from Esteval as well. Achimpong come on. I thought Achimpong was brilliant when he come on, because he started playing in the inverted position and he was so tidy. Didn't give ball away once. Did a very good role. Chalobah come on, passing out the back. An issue for me, honestly. Every time I see him give the ball away too much, trying to pass out of the back. I'm not 100% convinced, but he didn't do wrong defensively, so I can't knock him on there. Santos come on and just done a job. Didn't have to really do much. Tyree George come on, and I thought he looked really lively. I thought he put in a very good shift. Obviously, he gets the goal. I thought he was very dangerous, and he whipped in a lovely ball on that right-hand side. Lovely pass into Esteval. I thought he caused problems on that right-hand side. Manager, fair play. Coached to win. Managed the players. Got your subs on at the right times. Got enough minutes in the tank for a lot of them players, and you got enough rest in for the ones that needed to come off. So can't fault him either. All in all, a very good win. And that's it. We look forward to Sunday against Sunderland. I think it's Sunday. Is it Sunday or is it Saturday? Let me double check. I think it's Sunday. But yeah, I won't be around for that. So it is the 25th. So that's a Saturday. So we're playing on Saturday. So I won't be around for that game to do a live stream. But match reaction maybe come out Sunday evening, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, I'll catch you on the next one. That's probably going to be the next game after that. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in.